I'm live. Oh my goodness, I'm live again. Hello, boys and girls. How I have missed this. I was having browser related problems with StreamYard. So I had to go back to a browser that I don't like using. And in fact, it makes me want to throw my computer through the window. But it works better with StreamYard than the other browser that I use for about everything else. And it doesn't matter which browsers they are. Anyway, here we are. I want to thank everybody for coming. Everybody who comes and watches the replay, and also want to say, please like, subscribe, comment, share, all of the standard YouTube crap. And oh gosh, here we are. What are we going to talk about today? We have so much to catch up on. Wow. Um, I don't know what to talk about. I I have a few things, I guess. Now, earlier today, I posted a picture on Instagram of an almost finished sweater, cardigan, car coat type thing. Um, and then I was later today working on a little hat to go with it. And that's going to be a gift once I get once I get the pattern written up, and then oh hey Michelle, hey. So that's going to be a gift once I get the pattern written up, and once I have photos that I'm happy with. I don't think I'll ever have photos that I'm happy with, but you know, uh, that's just my thing because I don't call myself a good photographer. Um, I suppose I do okay. Excuse me. Arg. Oh, hey, roaming with Rover. Um, other works in progress. Oof, let me hold this. Okay, this is something I've been working on this week. This is this was going to be, a large rectangular wrap. As with most large rectangular wraps, I got real bored. Um, I mean, it's a 4-row repeat, so you have to stay on your toes. But still, I got bored. We're going to call it a scarf now. I'm going to write it up as a pattern as so that the maker can make either a wrap or a scarf. And I will recommend, as you can, well, I don't know whether you can see it, but I had I the opportunity to do it again, I would have used a larger hook with this yarn. This is just a basic. This is Lion Brand Feels Like Butter, which is a 4-weight yarn. So I should have used a larger hook than I did. Normally, I do use a larger hook than is recommended, even for standard things, because I like to have more of a drapey feel. And this is the hat that I'm making. This is the yarn that was that I made that sweater with, and I've shown this sweater here before. Um, so um, so the hat is it's just your basic tam or beret pattern. It certainly didn't originate with me, so I'm not going to publish it as something of mine. But That's what's been on my mind lately. I've done a few other things. You know, I did a, this is a basic ribbed hat. And the ribbed hat is on my blog, beardedyarndudes.blogspot.com. So the ribbed hat is very, very easy to do. Let's see. Oh, so I had a Michael's gift card, and I went out and got. I was inspired to go out and get some yarn in these colors this week. Although I don't talk politics much, I was still inspired to do this. So, actually, that feels good on my neck because with just the t-shirt, I was feeling a little chilly. So, hey, Maureen. Hey, Mobs. Have I missed anyone who came in? Oh, Michelle, I do want to see your new horse. Horse or house? Horse? Okay. Anyway. So, oh, shoot, I had some announcements the other day. Hey, you guys are the highlight of my day. That was a joke for another thing. Okay, on my community tab. Oh, there you go. On my community tab, I've been doing daily posts of your moment of culture. You know, all different sorts of things, every different kind of music, plus drama and poetry and all kinds of things. I did a members only poll, and that was well over a week ago. I only had one vote. I also did made an announcement on the community tab about giveaways and gifts. If I owe you something, email me. Don't message me in any other way. If there is something like a pattern that was promised through somebody else's giveaway, contact that person. That person will contact me. Do not contact me directly because you'll just confuse me, which it's not that difficult to confuse me, I'll tell you. So, yeah, please contact that person. Let's see. On Ravelry, I put one new thing up on Ravelry this week. I was excited. I don't know. You know, when you go to Ravelry and you just scroll down that front, the first page that you see, and they show you all these pictures that they will likely have chosen for you at random. But the other day when I went there, my own pattern was one of them. I was excited about that. So I don't know if everybody sees the same thing. I don't know how that goes. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm not used to talking this much, which would surprise most of you. What else do we have? I still have Hot Not Hate going. I have I have my pet sweater project, where I am making pet sweaters and encouraging other people to make pet sweaters and also blankets and donating them to pet rescue organizations that they know, whether it's on a local or a regional or a national level. It's not a contest. There is no accountability. If you tell me you've done it, I will trust that you have. And it's really about encouraging rather than competing. I don't really like competing. There's a lot of stuff I don't like, really, when you get down to it. So, I'm so sorry for all that yawning. I just woke up from an afternoon nap, so I should not be yawning. I should not be tired. Oh, there I go, sounding like my mother. Well, you should feel this, or you should feel that. You should not be cold. Well, I'm sorry that I am. Sounds just like my mother. Anyway, so there we are. There we are. Everybody tell me what's on your hook, what's in your cup. Where I am in the eastern US, it's after 4 p.m. So a lot of us are beginning to think about dinner. So what are your plans there? I don't have any plans. I had a late lunch myself. So I haven't thought about it yet. Oh, excuse me. So, what else is going on? Any other kind of announcements that anybody might have? Did I go through my schedule? My normal schedule in weeks when I can make StreamYard work. Normally, today is Friday. I call it a Formless Friday because there's no real plan to it. Some Fridays I will do a live stream like I'm doing right now from 4 to 5. And at 5 o'clock, hey Lisa, at 5 o'clock, we will go right over to see Granny D. And toward the end of the hour, I will post a link to Granny D. Saturdays, I usually don't post anything. Sundays, I have a Sunday reading of poetry. Mondays, I have a I have what I call Monday Men, conversations with other men in yarn. Tuesdays, I have Topic Tuesday, uh, Wednesday, which is live at 2 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays, I have Wednesday Free for All, live at 6 p.m. Eastern. Thursdays, I usually don't post anything, and then we're back at today. Now, at some point very soon, I will start a secondary channel that will not be yarn at all. Well, Lisa, I was just saying I just woke up from a nap, so it is surprising that I am yawning, and then again, not so much. Oh, particularly since I'm talking more than I have probably in a week. And that uses up a lot of air, uses up a lot of oxygen. And you yawn when you need oxygen. Oh, Lisa, thank you for asking. Yes, it was just last Thursday, actually. Thursday, was it? Yes. Just last Thursday that we had to put him down. And it's been rough. But you know, my friend lost his mother a couple of days ago. And even though that was expected too, it's rougher on him. Not that comparisons are really valid in this case, but still, perspective is. There's a difference between perspective and comparison. Ooh, that could be an interesting article, wouldn't it? Oh, the dryer's calling your name. I need to do some laundry. Ugh. Oh, boy, do I need to do some laundry. It's true, Lisa. It's true. Actually, I mean, he was in the unfortunate situation of waiting for quite some time for his mother. She was in long-term care and then in hospice, and um, you know, when you're in long-term pain like that, you want the pain to be over for yourself and for the loved one. Um, and I know his mother could not have enjoyed being alive either. Um, in the state that he described. So when she did finally go, surely it was a relief to her. And then those who were left behind have the conflict of mixed pain and relief. And I'm sure that you all know how that is, especially if you've been around as long as I have. It is a conflict of mixed pain and relief. I know that's how it was with my dad. I myself was very sick when my mother went, so I didn't know it until afterwards, until she was actually, until I didn't even know it until after her funeral. Mm. Mm. Lisa, I think just a couple of days, it sounds like the perfect amount of time to prepare for that loss. I think. I don't know. I don't want to go through it again. Both of my parents are gone, so and honestly, I think I will probably precede my sister because she's so stubborn. But I don't know. I don't know anything really. But what you describe, Lisa, sounds to me like the appropriate amount of time to prepare mentally for it. Talk about yarn. Yes, yarn, 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 yarn. I don't have much to say about yarn. I just have some ongoing things. I don't have any new yarn to talk about, except for this stuff that I got from Michael's. Is this the label? Yeah, both of these shades are impeccable. This one is called Sunny Day, the yellow shade, and the other one I can't remember what it's called, and the label is probably quite near at hand, but I don't know where it is. Okay, what else is going on? Hold on a second. Let me... Okay. There's the link if anybody wants to come up. Going to blow my nose. Hold on. Hey there!
Oh,
Gosh, I haven't seen you in ages, have I?
I know it's been a while.
Well, I'm so glad you're here.
I've been feeling better, so
I'm glad of that.
yeah. This weather is just one day it's 60, one day it's 30, and it's just been going back and forth, and it's killing my arthritis.
Oh, I'll bet. I'll bet.
Yeah.
Yesterday here, it was in the 80s. Today, I think it was in the 50s.
Yeah. It's crazy. And then it's supposed to snow beginning of next week again.
Mm.
It's going to be 80 this weekend and then down to 32 or 33 Monday.
Not quite cold enough to snow.
Well, depends on what the ground temp is.
Hey, Sue. Oh, look at that. Oh, my. Look at that Shayna Punim.
Say hi.
Hey,
This
such
is
a
Edison.
cutie. What's his name?
Edison.
Edison. Oh, wow.
He's a 2-year-old Great Dane. We got him from a shelter. He's full-blooded.
Someone was saying it's surprising how many purebred, I don't even know if that's
Right.
a correct term to use nowadays, but
Yeah.
how many are in shelters? Because
Yeah.
people, especially during the pandemic, people people got dogs to amuse them, and then
Yeah.
now that they can have a life outside the home, they're
Right.
finding the dogs inconvenient.
Yes, exactly. And I'm thinking somebody got him and didn't realize how big he was going to be.
He's a Great Dane.
No,
Were you
but
expecting a poodle?
I know. I don't know, but he needs to put on about 30 pounds. I can see all of his ribs and his spine, and he just was not taken care of. They eat like a horse. They eat a lot of food.
I would bet, because they're huge.
Yeah. But he's such a good baby. He's great with the kids. He's good with the cats.
Do you know what? I have always heard it said that those big dogs, the ones that people are afraid of, are incredibly gentle.
Yes.
They're
He is.
only bully dogs when they're trained to be,
Exactly.
or possibly if they're completely untrained, so that even if they belong to somebody, they act like feral dogs.
Yeah.
They might act in that way, but still, in that case, they might also respond to training, because you can teach an old dog new tricks.
You can. Just takes a little time and persistence.
Patience and perseverance made a bishop
Yep.
of his reverence.
Yep. So we just got him a couple days ago. He knows how to sit and shake. Other than that, I'm just trying to get weight on him by giving him little meals each, every couple hours.
Probably
Because I don't
better
want him
that
to
way.
I don't want him to get bloat and deal with that. But he's a gorgeous baby, and he's very gentle, very, very sweet. I've only heard him bark a handful of times. So.
And I'll bet
That's
it
usually.
takes him no time at all to become 100% attached.
Oh no, he's already mine. I'm not. My daughter said that he's hers, and I said, well, he's going to get attached to me because I'm the one that's taking care of him. But it'll be whoever's paying the vet bill. That's whose dog it's going to be. Because I wasn't planning on paying the vet bills.
Yeah, vet bills are expensive.
Yeah. And he's already been fixed. So that's one expense we don't have to worry about.
In some states, actually, to make a pet eligible for adoption, he has to be spayed or neutered.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Pretty much anything that comes out of a shelter is going to be.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You don't want any accidents.
No.
Yeah. Where was I going to go with this? Anyway.
I've got something to show you.
Uh-oh. What's that?
My winter wonderland is finished.
Oh, gosh. That's all mosaic, isn't it?
Yes.
So I bet it's wonderfully thick and comfortable. Wow. Oh, now you make me want to start singing Christmas songs.
Isn't that pretty? I'm so happy with it.
That is gorgeous. What are the final dimensions?
I have no idea.
What size bed does it fit on then?
I don't know. I just wanted it for the back of my mom's couch. I can measure it real quick.
Well, no need, but it's
no big deal.
Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Approximately 60 by...
So that's 5 feet by...
Probably about 60 by 60. That's what it's looking like. Yeah.
So that would be a nice throw on a twin bed, or as you say, it would be good as a sofa throw too.
Yeah. And I thought about taking some of the motifs like the reindeer and doing a pillow.
That would work too.
For a couple pillows for the couch.
Oh, that would be cool. And then you could make them seasonal and only pull them out at Christmas time, which makes them even more fun.
Yeah. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. Those reindeer were a pain in my butt.
So Rita is here. She's heading home to Stockholm to see her hubby. Sue agrees it's gorgeous. So what else is going on? I'm just so glad to have you here because I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Yeah. I decided in February that I'm going to donate 2 hand towels sets to the shelter for each month. So that'll be 24. And I'm done with January and February. Still have to do March, but when they leave the shelter, they get a little laundry basket full of starting things like cleaning supplies and toilet paper, paper towel, And I thought that'd be a good thing to include in there. I'm doing a washcloth, a hand towel, and scrubby.
Okay. So how do you make a washcloth? Is it a simple stitch, or do you do a textured stitch?
I usually do a textured. That way, you don't have to scrub so hard. But it's not hard.
I don't have. I find if I set myself numeric goals, then I don't meet them, and I don't need more reasons to beat myself up.
Yeah.
But I do want to. Actually, they were so nice at the animal hospital last week. I want to take them blankets, and I want to take them dog sweaters, and I've got some completed dog sweaters, and that's part of my dog sweater project.
Winter's almost over, but I'm wondering if he doesn't need one.
Well, since you say he's on the skinny side, it wouldn't hurt him. If you want. Well, actually, on my blog, there are links to some free dog sweater patterns.
Oh, okay. Check them out.
And they're easy to do.
Okay.
So, and also you can find them on Ravelry or any other pattern source.
I've never made anything for animals besides blankets, so
it's interesting. And you know, some dogs don't like them. Oh, there is this guy. You know how we now have YouTube Shorts, which is pretty much the same thing as TikTok, and you know, it seems like they're interchangeable, or maybe the same thing. I don't know. But there's a guy called oh, of course I can't remember. Brody, that dude, or something like that.
That sounds familiar.
It's this guy with this big golden doodle dog, and they go around, and he's a very athletic guy, so he has this this custom made backpack that he will put the dog in and put the dog on his back, and he'll go biking around.
Oh, wow.
Or even just walking around, and the dog is totally. Hey, Janine, and hey, Joy.
No, don't eat my papers.
Totally socialized. Loves people. Loves everybody. Totally friendly dog. Brody, that dude, I think is the name. If you just search for Brody, you'll find him.
That sounds familiar.
With an IE. Hey, Gabby. So anyway, that's I love to watch them because the dog is so gorgeous and but it's really fun, and I think they live like in South Florida, someplace really sunny. So they're always like out riding around in a convertible, and he has a special dog harness for the car, and these what they call doggles, because you know how dogs like to stick their face out the window. Yes. It's so dangerous because they could get all kinds of debris.
Yeah.
So they make these special goggles for dogs to keep the debris out of their eyes.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great idea. Because dogs love smell. They can tell what's cooking for dinner the next county over.
Yeah.
So Anyway, so the one I saw,
Joy is asking me what kind of dog it is. He is a Harlequin Great Dane. There's something special about him because Harlequin is either stripes or spots. I don't remember which, but he's got both.
well, in
He's
his
got
case, it
black
looks like a
spots.
spot.
He's got black spots and he's got brindle stripes.
If
So
okay, if you can convince him to get his face in screen again, that would be great because he's so gorgeous. But
he'll be back.
what was I going to say? Oh, I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I love watching. Oh, I was going to say the last video I saw of him was when they were like just describing the day where he was going to the groomer that day, and he goes regularly, so he knows the groomer, and he walks. And then he said, left him for a few hours, and he said the greatest joy in his life was whenever he would come back after having been away, and seeing how excited the dog was to know he was back, even if it's after 5 minutes. That was like the greatest joy in his life.
Yeah. Yep.
Obviously, a guy who is single without children, but one day he will be a great dad to human kids too, I think. Anyway, what was I going to say now?
Thank you, guys.
So, Delphine, was that comment about my my little guy? Yeah, it was last week that we lost him.
Take some time, and when you're ready,
it was hard.
Do it again.
I had a few days when I just could not get out of bed.
But how much joy did you bring him rather than him being in the shelter for all those months? You know?
Well, I think I think he lived with a family for a very long time, and then they were no longer able to care for him, and then he lived with a foster for a while, and then he came to us. So I don't think he ever, aside from his physical ailments, I don't think he ever knew the kind of unhappiness that so many pets do.
In a shelter, yeah.
J-Bug, we got him in October, I believe. And he was like 11 years old. And he had really bad joint issues. And he also had Cushing's disease. So it got to the point where just living was painful for him.
Now get your face up there.
Oh, look at you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Over here.
You make me want to pet the screen.
I know, right? Now get your face up there.
Look at him. Oh my gosh, he's so huge. How old did you say he is?
He's 2.
Oh, he's 2. Okay, so he's full grown.
Yeah.
He's probably got a lot of puppy in him still, though.
Yeah, he does. And we've got to put at least 30 pounds on him.
Hey there.
Are you done? Are you done?
Oh, wow. And you did you say you just got him this week?
Yeah, just a couple days ago.
Cool.
We didn't want him left in the shelter. He came in and a friend of my daughter's grabbed him and took him home. She works at the shelter, and she called my daughter and said, "Hey, I've got your mama dog." So
I've been surfing some of the rescue websites, and I found one or two. Now, I will say that our kitten now, she's almost a year old, I think. So she has been walking around like she owns the place now. And she's also sort of been looking for him still.
wow. I'm not. Can you see how skinny she is, or he is? That's his shoulder blades.
That's yeah. I mean, that's something that takes time, but
Yeah.
But I know you're a good mom, and you'll take good care of him.
His little spine's all sticking out, and his poor ribs. Get out of the yarn. No yarn for you. No drooly yarn. No drooly yarn.
The friend, when I was in Texas, I stayed with a friend who had 2 dogs. One of them loved to grab things and just take them and chew on them. So more than once, we caught him with like a crochet hook. I mean, I still say I'm missing a tapestry needle. But nothing ever happened, so I guess it was okay. Hey, Jackie. Oh,
His name's Edison. We call him Ed, and I've been calling him Mr. Ed.
Mr. A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Say hi.
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 This is Abby.
Hey, Abby.
And Abby, he's my grandma.
Exactly.
He's grandma.
Yeah, that's Grammin.
So
How old are you, Abby?
big.
How old are you?
You're bigger now.
Yeah, he's big like me. How old are you? 3? Here, do 3. Remember? On your birthday, you were 3?
I'm 3.
Yeah, like that.
You're 3.
There you go.
Wow, gosh.
No, that one down and that one down.
You're a big
There
girl
you
now.
go. Good job.
You have such pretty hair, Abby.
What is going on?
He said you have pretty hair. Say thank you.
What? My hair?
She's been playing in the chalk.
Uh-oh.
So her little face is all chalked up.
So you like to play with chalk? You like to, do you like to draw and paint and do stuff like that?
You watching yourself? Are you done?
No, it's a you just can't.
Joy says better than markers.
Yeah. We've got a big wall that's all chalkboard. And the kids have chalk that they can draw and write, and they practice their alphabet. And
That's I understand that there is like chalkboard paint for walls. That I think that's a great idea.
and
We
she
didn't have
draws.
that
She
when I
was
was a
drawing the
kid.
doggy.
Oh yeah.
Doggy bigger.
Drawing the
Well,
doggy.
What do you think of that big dog?
Do you like the doggy?
I like a doggy. La, 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 la.
The first morning she woke up and said, "I love you, Eddie."
And what did Eddie say?
Not much. He went about his business. He wasn't real sure when he first got here.
Which is not surprising. It can take
Yeah.
him a week or two or longer to become comfortable.
Well, my daughter said there's the rule of 3 days, 3 weeks, and 3 months it takes for them to get acclimated to a new place. So different things happen at different stages. But he's doing pretty good.
I think it was like the second or third morning I woke up. After we had just gotten him, I woke up. I went outside with him into the backyard, and he did his business out there. And then I came back in, and I went to the bathroom myself. And when I got out of the bathroom, there were several gifts on the floor. And I was surprised. And I said to him, dude, you were just outside. He didn't understand what I was saying, of course. But, you know, he had just been outside. But
Find Daddy.
But that's
Go find
what
Daddy.
happens. Yeah, and you know, there were times when he couldn't, because of the pain in his joints, he really could hardly move at all. So he wound up making a mess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the pain was really the biggest reason that we had to.
The first night he was here, I let him stay in my room, and he did number 1 and number 2 on my floor.
Uh-oh.
And then I put him in his crate. And when I got up in the morning, both of the doors for the crate were open, but he was laying in there just peaceful. He was fine, but he wanted his doors open.
You know, the friend I was staying with in Texas, he, in addition to his own pets, he would do temporary fosters for, like, if they just needed a week or two to, you know, heal from sickness or something before they could go out and be adopted. There was one that chewed through a metal crate and then through the hole in the carpet. So yeah, my friend was not well pleased with that.
Yeah, he's gone through a couple crates. So we're going to have to get one of those $500 indestructible plastic crates. But we'll get there. We'll get him what he needs. Get him all healed up. And
so aside from being underweight, are there, I'm sorry?
He might be good for a service dog.
What?
Is what I'm wondering. Because he's big enough for me.
Aside from being underweight at the moment, are there any health issues that you know of?
Not that we know of. He just came into the shelter. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. So, you know, we haven't had time. He's up to date on his shots and he got neutered. So other than that, we don't know. My cousin's a vet, so we'll have to get him in there and see what we can do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hop down here. I just wanted you to see my horse.
He's gorgeous.
I think so.
Please keep sending me pictures.
Oh, sure.
He's just gorgeous. Actually, I think I will throw together a package of some things that I have. To take to the animal hospital sometime soon. Oh, there's his face again, or part of it.
Part of it.
Yeah.
Come here.
He's too big for for the whole frame.
There.
Look
There
at
him,
that
yes.
Shayna upon him. Does he drool?
Oh, yes. Everywhere, all the time.
Mm.
I
It's
threw
part of
an
their
old comforter on my bed so that when he drools, he can just have that.
it's part of their charm.
Yep. Yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
Well, I'm getting
Well,
a phone call, so I better go.
okay. Well, actually, I will probably go too very soon because it's
Okay.
almost time to go over and see Granny D. And let me just post
Right.
that link right now.
What? Arf. You need to
Arf.
go out, don't you?
Arf.
Yeah. Okay.
Arf.
I guess we're going out, so I will see you
Okay.
soon.
Well, I'm so glad to see you. And thank you for coming up.
Thanks for having me up.
Of course. Okay. Okay. So what else is going on? Let's see, all the standard announcements, that sort of thing. Thank you to everything that moves and you know, patterns on Ravelry, blah blah woof woof. Normal weekly schedule, which most people know anyway. Look at my community tab, because especially if I owe you a giveaway prize or a gift or anything that I've promised you, then contact me by email only, and then we'll figure it out. There are some things that I got way behind on and lost my lists, so I don't know what I owe to whom. And some things I've just had to completely renege on. What else is going on? And I'm not doing any more giveaways. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm just not going to do it because I'm just going to set myself up for failure again and just disappoint people again. So that's not a good thing to do. What else is going on? So I've made all my announcements and I've talked about my schedule and everything. And it's almost time to go over and see Granny D. She is usually on at 5 o'clock. She hasn't been feeling well. I hope she is on today at 5 o'clock Eastern, that is. 4 o'clock Central, you know how that goes. I hope she's on today. If she is, tell her that I sent you over there. And otherwise, I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to call it a day. And there we are. Bye-bye, everybody, and thank you so much. I can't make my mouse work.